Gaming YGO. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Today we will be looking at updated lists for Dark Warrior-Hero, Shaddoll, Orcust for a new July 15th ban list. So, the deck has changed slightly to significantly depending on what engine we're talking about. And today I'm going to show you what the changes were, what I think helped out the deck, and what I think kind of improved it versus like what makes it worse, all that fun stuff. So first off, some of it's going to remain the same, but some of the most obvious stuff: triple Neospace Connector and one Aqua Dolphin, of course. This can hang with your opponent, take a couple of their hand traps out super early on. So really good just star card to get into your combos. Next we play triple Photon Thrasher. This card can be a beater. It can also help out other boards, just because it's big, you can special summon it down, so unless your opponent has a response, you can sometimes get through some problematic cards. For example, against Altergeist, even though it's not really so much of a deck anymore, it still has high potential. Next, double junk forward. This is another one of your star cards. You want to play a whole bunch of special summoning boys. That way you can get out more guys earlier on, and it just really helps out with consistency for the deck. Next, we have double Destiny Hero Malicious. Malicious is a really solid card. Sure, it's only like a +1 for your guys. Like, you can send them off of like Armageddon Knight or Dark Grepher, and in Grave you can just banish it. So really strong card. Next we play one Armageddon. This card can be used to ditch pretty much any of your dark guys from your deck, so it's really helpful for consistency. Then we have one Dark Grepher. Dark Grepher is still really good. Discard one, send one, or discard one, special summon him. So really strong card. Then Vision Hero Violin. This is just to get your Destiny Hero Malicious engraved. The deck is really packed, so we're basically just playing one just because that's all we have for room. And I'm probably going to end up cutting this guy for a third Super Poly. So you can look at this card as a third Super Poly in this build. Then for Orcust, we play double Orcust Nightmare, still the standard, double Symbol Skeleton, same as last time, one Harpor, and one Warlong. The ratios haven't changed. You still want to play this same ratio because it didn't hit Mermaids, you don't need up ratios, and you can also see how this doesn't really affect the combo, and how this ratio still allows you to do the same exact thing from pre-ban list. Then we have one Shaddoll Beast, one Hishog, one Falco, and one Dragon. You could probably side deck another Dragon, up the ratios a bit if you wanted to, but you only really need one of each of the good ones in my opinion. And I think these are the best Shaddolls. Falco I mess around with not using it, but it still comes in clutch every once in a while. So overall, still pretty good small engine of those. Now for your like kind of tech cards, one of, you have one Destrudo, one Zephyros, and for the added spice, just for the spice, and this card I made only once in the tournament the other day, but it does still come up. Black Luster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning. This card is actually really good right now. Honestly, it just lets you go for OTKs. This deck is less about combos and more just become an OTK deck. You can probably even put it together going second build. I might end up doing that, so if you want to see completely just going second build of this deck, let me know in the comments below. But for right now, Black Luster Soldier is just a really strong card, and really just added boost to being able to go in for damage and possibly winning a game. Then we played for spells, triple Instant Fusion, obviously just for consistency, just another way to get into your Dark Warrior package without normal summoning. Then we got triple Shaddoll Fusion, really good for going second, like if your opponent decides to go first, really good. Or if you're going first, you can usually make Winda off of this, because if you draw into Shaddoll Fusion, you have a guaranteed Winda going first. If you want me to do a combo video on how Shaddoll Fusion gets you a guaranteed Winda plus full Orcust combo, let me know in the comments below. I can show some combos for this deck. Then we have triple Call by the Grave. Call by the Grave, really powerful card. Just when you're going first, it helps you deal with hand traps. And hand traps are basically the bane of your existence with this deck. Then, for the Spice, Triple Mass Change 2. Still playing this one at 3. Good card side out for when you're going second. Helps you kind of deal with extra deck ratios for which matchup. But Dark Law going first, just really good against any deck right now. Then we got Triple Allure, you want consistency. Right now, your biggest issue with this deck is consistency. You want to see all your cards as soon as possible. And then just for added consistency outside of that, we got double Pod Desires. Pod Desires is a really good card right now. I know a lot of people don't like playing it. Like, for me, if you do full combo and then use this can just get you to more answers. And you'll see why once I get later on how this can get you to more answers. Right now, still at double Super Poly. I'm going to take out the Vinyl for the third once I get. So that's just something you can look at now. There should be 3, but there's only 2. Just a quick change. Just haven't been able to pick one up yet. Then for your equip spells for Isolde, you're of course playing Noble Arms, Overdone, DDR, Moonmere, and Divine Sword. I was actually contemplating taking out, changing around, well, not taking out, but changing around ratio, playing triple DDR, and then playing Power Tool. But that's something I'm still playing around with, the whole Power Tool idea, and other kind of modern combos that you can do. Next, for your other one of spells, you have 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Foolish Burial, 1 Reinforcements, 1 Orchestrated Return, and 1 Orchestrated Babble. This is just really standard, just a bunch of power cards. All these cards are power cards, just really good right now. And those are all the spells you play. And then for your traps, now that it's back at 3, of course you're playing Triple Judgment. This card just comes in clutch, especially if you see 2 in 1 turn. You can just straight up win games with Judgment right now. Judgment is just a game changer. Like for any deck, like sure it might be better in back row decks, but with Pod Desires, it can just be another way that you can draw into an added hit on your opponent. And then finally, 1 Orcust Crescendo. So generally you want to end on Galatea still. So sometimes during your first turn you don't always go into Dingirsu. Sometimes this is just a better card to end on. But you can still do full combo a lot of the time, just like back in the old days. Or, well, not old days, but pre-ban list. Next for extra deck, you're playing 1 Isolde Steel. Isolde Steel super good. 1 Nightmare Phoenix and Mermaid for the Orcust combo. Then 1 Galatea. And oh no, we don't have Rusty anymore. What could possibly be a substitute for Rusty? Well, the best substitute right now, and this is just personal opinion here, this is the easiest card to make that's a Link 3 for this deck, is Decode. Yep, just another Rusty. And also, you generally can, if you get World 1 Engrave plus Orcust combo, you can still do full OG Orcust combo, just minus Rusty. It's still really strong, and you can still get added bonuses. Like, the deck is still really powerful. Like, I see a lot of people thinking that this deck is dead, or that it's just not very competitively viable. But I'm still playing around with the list, and so far, so good. Next we have 1 Dingirsu, obviously. I'm going to be upping Dingirsu to 2, just because Dingirsu is a really strong card right now, and it's just a game winner right now in this format. Well, early format, don't really know where all the decks are playing, not really sure where all the meta is going to be at, but we'll probably see after Worlds or after the next large event. So right now, I'm considering upping Dingirsu to 1 more copy. Then we have 1 Galatea, well, 1 more Galatea. You of course still play the double Galatea because sometimes you can do double Galatea combos still, and by sometimes, I mean, it's about 60-70% of the time you can still do it. Sure, it's not like 100% chance like back before ban list, but you just gotta use your first Galatea, grab Orchestrated Return. Yeah. Wait, no, not Orchestrated Return. My bad, mine's bad. Crescendo. Like, you're not able to make the second Galatea, just do Crescendo. If you are able to do the second Galatea, then go with your field spell, Babble. That way, you can either use Dingirsu Engrave, or you just have another negate. And that's really where the deck's at right now for, Orcust. Now, just for more problem solving, Unicorn. This card can still get in a lot of added bonuses, a lot of advantage. Next, you play El Shaddoll Winda. El Shaddoll Winda is still a very powerful card. The reason it's so good is that, especially after this ban list, a lot of decks have even harder time at dealing with Winda. So pre-ban list, it was already a hard card to deal with. Post-ban list, even harder of a card to deal with. So just a really strong option. You don't want to play this in any Orcust deck, but in other Orcust decks, you just use Instant Fusion, go into this one, and protect it with Dingirsu. But now, well, not now, but my list, you just use Shaddoll Fusion. That way you have this card up. You don't have to waste your Gear Suit, and you can get another negate off of Orcust Crescendo. I also upped the Shaddoll list just a little bit, adding in Shekanaga, since Shek is a really strong card right now. It's just a way to negate more of your opponent's cards, and it's not too hard to get a Shaddoll card in hand. And then finally, one Construct. Construct is still super powerful, still a game-ending or game-changing card, especially with Blackluster Soldier. If you have both Blackluster and Construct, you probably have game. Plus, if you get with like the whole Orcust combo, really strong, and Deco Talker can get up to being really powerful in this deck, like 300 attack. Basically, you can beat over really just about anything. The deck's more of a beatdown deck now, where all your extra deck guys just really beat down your opponent. Next, for your one of your Super Poly targets, we have Starving Venom. Starving Venom is still a really strong card. Then for your instant fusion target, Raijin, you can flip him face down if you have a brick can, and that way he doesn't die, so he's a really powerful card right now. Then we have Dark Law. Dark Law for that mass change too, pretty spicy. And then finally we have Yazi. We took out Mirror Mirror just because there's not enough room, but I'm thinking about throwing back in Mirror Mirror. Just still playing around with ratios here. Haven't like 100% fixed all the ratios, but I have fixed the Orcust combo, and I have fixed a lot of the extra deck and main deck, so that's really superb right now in this current ban list. Now for side deck. Side deck's pretty standard, honestly. Triple Ash. Ash is still good. Ash deals with cards. I might even say Droll might be better, so if you have Drolls, you might want to go Droll instead, just because that card hit and turns better, but Ash is still a good card. If you hit like your opponent's like one of like power card with Ash, like especially against Salads, you can literally just win the game right there. Just hit their power card, and you basically have game. Plus you already have all the added negate and bonuses. Next you have Double DD Crow. DD Crow is still really powerful, especially against Salads. The reason it's so good against Salads is if you banish their Gazelle, they can't do anything with Gazelle after that. It literally just destroys them. Unless like they're teching in Levier, and this is my idea for what players can tech in Salmon Grace. Tech in Levier in case you lose your Gazelle or one of your level 3s is really good. Honestly, Levier is one of the better cards you could tech into that deck right now. Just personal opinion though. Next, double Prinkertops. Prinkertops is really good. Then we have triple Twin Twisters. Twin Twisters is still really powerful, really good card. It just deals with back row. Your outside of a hand drop, your biggest worry is back row. So you can just get rid of back row against back row decks. Really good. And now, of course, triple Evenly for consistency. So Evenly is a really powerful card still, and just clear your opponent's board. Next, for your final two side deck cards, you're using one Grista. That way you can, if you're running up against Salads or Fire-based deck, you can Super Poly with it and just get rid of some of their guys. And then also you're going up against a deck like that. Of course, Diplexer Chimera. This card can come in really clutch. Sure, the effect doesn't really matter so much on this one, but Salads are still pretty much ending on 2 Cybers if they are able to get combo 2 or more Cybers sometimes. So this just clears their board. Clears their board, and you can generally go for game at that point. So overall, just a really strong list. If you like this list, let me know in the comments below. If you have any questions or suggestions for future uploads, leave them in the comments below as well. If you want to see any combo videos or like how this new deck is working, let me know in the comments below as well. Thank you for watching. See you guys in the next video.